Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Symphogear Season 2, Episode 8. So, last time we got the name of the mom, finally. I don't know if it's been said before and I missed it, but Nastasia. Nastasia? Maybe you don't really pronounce the S's. I don't know. I'd have to hear it a few more times to really know how to pronounce it, but yeah, we found out that Maria isn't actually housing Fine's soul, right? That was just a lie, I guess, in order to like move this operation forward and maybe to get Ver on their side kind of thing. But right after we found out that supposedly Fine didn't awaken in any of the I almost said subordinates. That's not the right word at all. Not even close. Um. Oh wow, I can't think of like the name of like not predecessors. It's the opposite of predecessors. Descendants. There we go. It hadn't awakened in any of the descendants. We had Kirika, who used an ability we've seen Fine use before, and she is not like she seems surprised by it. So I'm guessing that she's the one that's awakening Fine's soul and not Maria, which I'm a little disappointed mainly because I was kind of excited when they said like the Maria thing was a lie, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." Cuz like I said, I kind of wanted to like move away from the Fine thing for like a season or two and move on to something else. Uh but then immediately we had Kiriko, who she still could be in the early stages of awakening, so it could be a while before we see actual like Fine's personality again. Who knows? But yeah. We had mention of like Goddess Zababa. Whenever we're mentioning like gods and stuff like that, I'm making sure I'm writing things down and trying to remember stuff like that because we kind of had Fine mention, someone out of reach to her that she tried to reach, and it sounded like a godlike figure kind of thing. So whenever gods are mentioned, I pay attention. So yeah, I'm excited, guys, to watch this episode and see where we go next in the story. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That music kick up to the opening is great. Symphogear. In the distance, that day when the star became music. I'm trying to remember what we had. I guess we saved Hibiki last episode, right? I was trying to remember what we had for our, because it felt like we followed the antagonists. I don't want to say bad guys because they're not all bad. I don't think. But we followed the antagonists a lot last episode, but we did have a lot of Hibiki as well, overheating and everything, absorbing the two girls' superb songs and stuff like that. So, and then they had to cool her off and everything. I remember now. You know what's interesting? I might be wrong about this. I'm gonna have to pay attention next time I watch that opening. But it felt like at the point where they were grabbing hands, I thought we saw Hibiki grab the hand of someone who had like green on their outfit. but then we cut away and it was just Tsubasa, Chris, and Hibiki holding hands. It makes me wonder if that's like a subtle hint of like holding hands with someone green. We know Kiriko wears green, so I wonder if she was actually grabbing their hands in that moment in the opening. But I could be mistaken. Maybe I didn't actually see green. Like I said, I just need to watch it again. They're fighting the noise, huh? Usually they're the ones spawning them. Yeah, so they're doing it for Dr. Ver, huh? But he already listened in. Well, that pooch is screwed. That idiom does not sound very good when I said it that way. Oh, okay, it's a simulation. That makes sense. You just killed a civilian. Ugh. Stop rubbing him, creeper. Hmm. Is he gonna see something else with that scan? Ugh. Yep, you did. Uh-oh. Well, was that her heart, or was that like a... Jeez. A new organ? It's good she knows now so she can make her own decision, though. It's good, so they're researching a cure. Obviously. Feels like there's not too great of a shot of just stumbling across a cure, but... Because you're not a sword, you're just a girl. And they made it to, like I said, frontier destination, so. So that's the name of their plan? Or is that the name of... It looks like it's a relic piece inside that. It's a relic, okay. When they said focus the energy, I wasn't sure if you were talking about like the plane, but then I saw the relic in that thing. Uh-oh. Alright. Are we gonna see what that frontier is? Is it another one of... Watch, it's just gonna be like another one of Fine's cannons that she used to try to destroy the moon. And that's their plan, is to destroy the moon. I mean, they believe in Fine and her objective. And if the moon really is heading towards Earth. Uh-oh. Hmm. Chill out, bro! The noises that comes out of her is just hilarious. Hmm. Oh, shit. I definitely don't think that's why Ver is doing what he's doing, though. Definitely feels like there's something else that he's up to. I can't imagine he cares about the masses, right? Uh-oh. Alright. Damn Americans. Hmm. Fishy. I believe there's one right there. Right there is the person that needs you even if you can't fight. And many others. Alright. Yep. So she's gonna realize that that's a lie. Well, of course. Damn Americans. Americans with their damn guns. Oh, well. Dr. Ver. Well. Very crazy song. Have we seen her transformation sequence yet? We might have early on. It was like crazy opera stuff that happened. And then they all get color. Yeah, I never noticed that in the first season. That they're like a grayish tone when there's no Symphogear wielders nearby. Of course they're here! God damn it. Weren't you at an aquarium? Damn it. I know you can touch them without using Gungnir, but... It's been a few since we heard her singing. And I feel like I was too focused on other stuff going on last time. I actually really like her voice. It's got a much deeper tone than the other girls. I guess Tsubasa's is a little bit deeper when she's singing too, but... I was gonna say, what about the girls? Oh, Miku, hero. Jeez. Damn Americans. Is he still Americans? I mean, they must be, right? Those soldiers are like, this crazy chick! Yeah, let's get to somewhere safe first. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. Very spooky music. Don't panic! This is what I've been waiting for with her character. That's cool. Her drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Is she gonna cause them to fall by, like, drilling her way out or something? She's gonna fall and transform. Well, here we go. That's a fast transformation. They're like, you've already seen one sequence, you don't need another one. Jeez. Well, here we go. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's super not good. That's super... Nope, it's gonna end. It's gonna fucking end. You're gonna fucking end. Damn it. We didn't see a body or anything yet. This is anime. Until their head is cut off, stuck in a glass box on someone's shelf, then they're still alive. You're not gonna trick me, show. until you prove it. We'll see. That was a crazy episode. Friggin' everywhere Hibiki tries to go, noise show up. Or Ver making noise shows up. They're just like... They're at the one part of town where all this shit goes down just by chance. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we had once again, obviously we had a bit with Hibiki and the others and stuff, but we had a lot from the antagonist side of things. We had them go and try and activate the frontier. We now know that the Shenshou Jing is a relic. We've heard them talk about that a lot. That is it, by the way, guys, for episode 8. But yeah, we've had the Shenshou Jing mentioned a bunch of times, and I didn't know what it was, and it's a relic, so it actually seems like from the flashbacks they were showing, well, that involved like the Nephilim and stuff, right? That wasn't quite the Shenshou Jing. I was gonna say, like, does that have to do with the tragedy back then? But I guess maybe not. But either way, regardless, and they tried to use the power of that relic to unseal the frontier, which has a like relic powered seal on it, I guess. So you need like a certain amount of power from a relic in order to awaken it. So that's the thing. We still don't know what the frontier is. Like I said during the reaction, it could be, you know, if their hope is to destroy the moon, right? It very well could be, since they're followers of Fine kind of thing, like, or at least Ver is, maybe it is another one, maybe the frontier is one of her cannons or something, because that's what she's been trying to do this whole time. Like, every time she comes back, she tries to destroy the moon, right? Or at least we know way back in the past it seemed like she tried to, and now here in the present she tried to. Like, no, because it actually showed her through the ages trying to build like these towers in order to blow it up, right? They were like different cannons she tried to build through the ages, but something kept happening to stop it from happening, right? I believe that's kind of the story we got. So it's very possible that the frontier is just another cannon that they can use to, you know, destroy or maybe modify it to make it push the moon back into its normal orbit. I'm not sure, but we did have confirmation by our side, by analyzing the trajectory of the moon, that it is going to be a problem sooner than later, whereas NASA tried to claim that it wasn't going to be a problem for centuries. So we definitely do have a problem there. As I also said during the episode, I don't think that that's what Ver's plan is. Like, I can't imagine Ver's plan is to, because he's, out of the goodness of his heart, he wants to save everyone, right? I imagine he wants to either he wants the moon to hit and he wants to capitalize on the destruction of it, or he wants to somehow manipulate the world by having the solution to the moon falling, and then like either tries to sell it off or like tries to gain power from it. Kind of like how in the start of the show they like took the world hostage or whatever, I guess they only really took the place hostage, but then they said like all your territories are now mine kind of thing. Maybe that's the kind of thing that Ver is interested in being like, hey, the moon is going to crash into the earth, we have the solution, but if you want me to execute the solution, then you need to hand over all your territories to me kind of thing. I don't know. It's just a bunch of different theories of like what it could be, but I get the feeling that it seems like Mom is genuinely trying to save, right, the Earth, but she has to use Ver in order to do it, And I think Ver is going to be the problem, where they have like different plans and and throw a wrench in it, where they thought they were doing this for good to save the Earth, and then they're gonna find out that really Ver's plan is to destroy it or something like that. So we'll learn more as we go. Obviously, we learned quite a bit this episode, so that was good. Starting to understand their side a little bit more. They did also confirm that she was pretending to be Fine to get Ver on their side, which now we had Ver listening in and hearing that she's not actually Fine, and he smiled in regards to that, and he's still around, so I definitely think he's using them for something, and all that, so we'll see where that all goes. But now with, Kirika potentially awakening Fine within her, and now she got scanned, so is it possible that Ver saw that but didn't say anything, kind of thing, when he did that scan, or is it something that doesn't get picked up on a scan and he doesn't know yet? I don't know. But a lot of interesting stuff there. They tried to, so even Mom tried to go and negotiate with the Americans, giving them data on their gear and everything, their relics and all that. So but that obviously fell through. The Americans were going to kill him if it wasn't for Ver sending a bunch of noise after him. And I love the play on. It was kind of like a subtle play, a little bit, but like the American agents being like, our guns are far more effective than your gear, far quicker kills and stuff like that. Like typical Americans and their guns, like. It felt like that was just a little slight jab at Americans and their gun obsession. I am, yes, an American. I don't really have that much of a gun obsession. I really don't. I don't own a gun. No one in my household owns a gun. I don't really care to own one. I actually would prefer if, like, personally, I would prefer if America had more strict policies on guns, kind of like Japan does, and like better gun control in that regard. I know there's a lot of people that would absolutely hate that because just because that's kind of like I don't know. I don't want to get into that controversy, but if there was a way to like reduce shootings, I'd be all for it, because it's ridiculous how many shootings we have these days. So that's just my stance, kind of thing. But yeah. On the flip side, we had a little bit more of Hibiki, and now she is aware of the spreading and that it's a threat to her life and everything, which is good, because that means she can make her own decision now. And if she chooses, whereas before they kept it from her, but then just tried to keep her from using her gear, now she knows it, and she knows if she uses her gear, she could be endangering her own life, and now she made that choice herself, rather than someone else making that choice for her, and I much prefer that. And they talked about working on a cure. I feel like that might be the first time they really talked about like a cure and working on it. I imagined they were. I just think that was kind of like the first time it was brought to the forefront. So hopefully they come up with something, or who knows. I had my theory that maybe if Fine's soul awakens, she might have a theory on it, since she was investigating it a bit before, and she saw what was happening to Hibiki and everything. But we'll have to wait and see in the future for that. But Miku tried to keep her away and tried to keep her from using it and everything, but they just got into a really unfortunate situation where she ended up having to use it, kind of. I mean, maybe, I don't know if Miku could have pulled her up, but yeah. We'll see what happens now. Last time she overheated, but last time she did take in their superb songs. I'm trying to remember in that fight if she started overheating before. I feel like she might have started overheating before she took in the superb songs, but I guess we'll see. Will she be able to control it this time, or will we have to have Tsubasa come in with a fire truck, you know? I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this story goes, and I definitely like, I didn't really talk about it, I don't know why I didn't, Maria, this episode, really having her second thoughts about everything, and realizing that maybe none of this would have happened if she didn't pretend to be Fine, and having regrets about the whole thing. I liked her talking about how, like, don't panic, and how back then when she said it at the concert, and probably right there too, both times was her trying to say it to herself, you know. We've seen since the start of this that her and Kirika and Sarabe? Was that her name? Shirabe. I think it was Shirabe. But yeah, we've known that they don't seem like they're just evil, right? I've had a feeling that they might, like, swap sides or something at some point. They don't seem like they're just, you know, there to kill because they enjoy it and stuff like that. So seeing Maria have her doubts is cool. I'm looking forward to that story arc where, you know, maybe she does lean more towards, like, she might be getting closer and closer to going to our, you know, protagonists and working with them potentially. So I'm excited for that kind of thing, and I like seeing the conflict and everything in her mind and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it from that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hit that subscribe button if you did. I very much appreciate it. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. You can see the rest of Symphogear every season on my Patreon. Check that out if you're interested as well. The link is in the description below. Unless you're already watching this on Patreon, then thank you for the support, and see you next week. Yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.